Alright, a quick tutorial on how to use the Magic Hat. The first thing that you will need to do is import your students. So the best way I found to do that was through Microsoft Word. I just manually entered all my students' names in. And then the trick here is that you have to save it as plain text. So you'd save as My Documents, and instead of Word document, you need to save this as plain text in order for it to show up in the Hat application. So save. Make sure before you try to import the list that you exit out of the document, otherwise it won't allow you to import it. Then up here, save or load lists, you want to go to import list from text file. Bring up the second hour roster, and this is what it looks like in plain text. And this, in order for you to create a new class, you have to make sure that you do create a new list. Otherwise you'll just have one long list of all of your students. So create new list. Now the trick here is you have to remember to save it, otherwise you'll have to do this every time. So save list as second hour, second semester. Then anytime you need to change classes, you would just go to saved lists and you can pull up whatever class is applicable. Some things that I really like about using the Hat, I use it for order. So if I have kids that are presenting, I can shuffle up their list, and whenever you hit stop, that's the new order, so we just go right down the line that way. Other things that it's good for is just calling random people, calling people out. I just find that it keeps all the kids on their toes. You can draw one name at a time, just for quick comprehension. I just find that it keeps everyone engaged because they're always worried that the Hat's going to call on them, and it kind of takes the pressure off me as well, because then I'm not calling on them, the Hat is. And then I find that I'm not always calling on the same people. It mixes it up. I also like to create partners using the Hat. So you can draw groups of 2. You can draw groups of 3. There's really no limit. If you have 30 people in your class and you want to split them up, you can draw groups of 15. It doesn't matter. Also, if you want to save these lists for any reason, they give you that option as well. You can copy the results to a clipboard. You can save it to the computer. You can print it out if your computer is hooked up to printers. So just a lot of options that the Hat has to offer.